I posted a picture of this panel the other day and asked you if you had any questions. And several of you asked, how many fingers should you break out of the wire duct and when do you do it? Now, when we talk about fingers of wire duct, that's these things right here. This is a thin finger wire duct. This is a thick finger wire duct. Functionally, they are exactly the same. This is a preference mainly. I prefer the thin finger wire duct because I feel like I can lay the wires out nice and in line. And to break off the finger, all you do is pull down on it and it pops off. Now, there are a couple of different schools of thought on this. I know some people that break out every single finger at every single intersection. I know some people that just conserve those and they end up bent all around. I kind of read the middle and I wire with the fingers in. And once it gets to a point that I need to take a finger out, I'll take it out. So for example, down here, I haven't wired anything, so all of them are in. I have a few wires here, so most of them are in. Now here, I had to run this power cable through here and it wouldn't fit without mingling, so I went ahead and popped that one out. And this one was getting a little busy here, so I went ahead and popped it out. Not so busy up here, so I haven't popped these out. Now, I just installed the CES connector from Phoenix Contact, and yeah, this is going to be full of cables. So I am going to go ahead and pop these out. And while I am doing the install on this would make it really clear to the installer to run their cables through here and then route them where they need to. Now I'm ready to run all my cables through the Phoenix Contact CES connector and get them landed. And so click here, we're going to talk a little bit more about terminating field wiring.